Margot Robbie is rumored to be cast in Joker 2. Now, this all kind of stems from about 10 days ago. It leaked into the news that DC had asked Todd Phillips if he wants to lead DCEU, if he wants to sort of be the leader of it and sort of like how a Kevin Feige is for Marvel and really go through what's going to happen and plot out how the world should work. I think there has been huge confusion in the DC extended universe for the last 10 years. They don't know what direction to go down, and even though Joker wasn't a part of the DCEU, that was a huge success for Warner Brothers and a huge success for a DC character. They've seen that, they've seen the world that Todd Phillips built, and they probably think that's the perfect world for DC. It's sort of a similar world to what we've seen in The Batman. While that was not part of DCEU either, another huge success for Warner Brothers, and they continue to have these successes when it's not a part of the DC, but they're sort of in the same world. The darkness, the grittiness, the real raw, sort of unfiltered world and dark, gritty world that is sort of opposite to Marvel, where they, throw in the humor and it's light sometimes, whereas in the Joker, in the Batman, it was like just a gloomy world, a very dark, very scary sort of world, and it's sort of just this heightened reality of life, whereas Marvel's heightened in the happy moods. DC could maybe go down this heightened reality of the darker world, the underworld, and like the way that they portrayed the Penguin, I think that's probably the way they want to go down. So they've seen Todd Phillips build this world, and they've gone, okay, can you lead us down this path? So that makes me think Margot Robbie could be in Joker 2, because they could look to bring that in to the DC Extended Universe, and by doing that, they would therefore have Margot Robbie playing Harley Quinn. And they've been rumored to have a second character coming into Joker, and so they don't know who this second character is going to be. Is it going to be Batman? I don't think so. I think they're going to go with a love interest, and another crazy love interest, and of course, that love interest is Harley Quinn. Now, there was talks about Harley Quinn being in the film, but it being different to Margot Robbie. It's going to be a completely different Harley Quinn, but I don't think DC want to go down this path. And I don't think they'll allow it to happen because they've had so many recastings and movies that weren't part of the DCEU, where they have a character who's different to the character that they use in the DCEU, like 2 Batmans and 2 Jokers, and they're probably sick of this and they don't want to keep doing it. They probably want to tie it all together. And by them asking Todd Phillips if he wants to take over the DCEU and lead it into the promised land of good cinema, they'll probably want to bring in a Harley Quinn that we're familiar with. And who better than Margot Robbie? Everyone loves that character. Everyone agrees that Margot Robbie plays Harley Quinn really, really well. And I couldn't think of a better Harley Quinn than Margot Robbie. So I think if they are going to go with Harley Quinn, which seems most likely, they're going to cast Margot Robbie. Now, that's going to be massive. I'm not going to say it as a fact, of course, because it's not a real fact. It's a rumor. But I would not be shocked if that was the case. Now, the only thing holding it back would be Joaquin Phoenix. Now, Joaquin Phoenix turned down Doctor Strange because he didn't want to do a sequel. He didn't want to be a part of a whole universe, of a whole, saga and be in multiple movies all the time playing the same character. That's not what he was interested in, but he signed up for the sequel to Joker. So maybe he's changing. Maybe he loves this character so much, more than he would have loved Doctor Strange, that it warrants him wanting to play it over and over again. Now, if that's the case, then it all makes sense. Then Margot Robbie playing Harley Quinn, bringing Joker into DCEU would make sense and would work really, really well. And they'll probably look to bring Robert Pattinson in as well and get rid of Ben Affleck's Batman, because I don't think that's a real fan favorite, and I don't think that's the direction they want to go down. But that all depends on Joaquin Phoenix, if that's what he wants to do. If it's not what he wants to do, it's not going to happen. But the fact that he signed on to this sequel, which is different to anything he's ever done in the past, he's always said, I don't like sequels. I don't want to do a sequel. He signed up to a sequel for Joker. This could mean a lot. So this could mean Margot Robbie could be playing Harley Quinn in the sequel, and it could be joining the DC Extended Universe. Let me know your thoughts if you agree with me down below in the comment section. A lot of people probably won't, but a lot of people want to agree with me because they'll want to see that character and see the chemistry between Joaquin Phoenix and Margot Robbie. I think that could be really, really cool. Let me know your thoughts below. I'm super interested in hearing them.